guys, this is Spot and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are returning with Marvel Mondays. I just want to clear one thing up before we start anything. I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded for more than a week now, but I'm going to be making up for it by doing more videos this week. But basically what we're talking about today, we're doing something a little bit different for this video because we're going to be talking today about how Captain America is a better person than Team Iron Man combined. Now, I'm doing this just see how well it does, and I be doing some of the things like this in the future. Now I just ran out of ideas to do for this kind of style, so this is the best I could come up with. So basically, we're judging this from both the comic books and the movies in this episode, as you can see on the screen at the moment. So basically, what we're talking about is that. So let's kick it off with reason number one.
Sorry, Tommy. You know I wouldn't do this if I had any other choice. But he's my friend. So was I.
In the comic book of Civil War, Captain America is actually the first person to decide that the Registration Act is wrong, that he would have to hunt down all of his teammates if he did sign all of his friends and family and people he worked with for years. He would have to hunt them down, and he didn't want to do that. That was the main reason that he decided not to. That is basically one of the main reasons that makes him a better person than Team Iron Man combined. Because with Team Iron Man, the one person who really reconsidered his actions was Spider-Man. Because in the comic books, he did change from being on Team Iron Man to Team Captain America, which we didn't actually see in the Civil War movie, which was quite annoying. And that film was a blockbuster, and all of us Marvel fans and comic book fans in general loved it because of its connection to the comics, especially the airport battle, which had a similar thing to in the comics where both teams were facing off against each other and they had the cool battle scene at the end, especially with Captain America versus Iron Man right at the end. But annoyingly, in the Civil War comic, Bucky Barnes didn't play a single part in it apart from the actual Captain America comic of the Civil War, because all in the comic versions, all the characters had their own Civil War novel, which is really cool. I really enjoyed it. Reading them all, I've read quite a few of them, and they are really good, so I recommend them to you guys. But yeah, as you can see at the moment, this is a little montage I found of the Civil War movie, which was really cool. But yeah, the comic books played a massive part in the Civil War, and without the Civil War, comic books, the blockbuster movie, wouldn't have been a single thing. Like, it wouldn't have existed, and especially Robert Downey Jr. wouldn't have thought, what if there was a divide in the Avengers? Because it was actually Robert Downey Jr.'s idea to create the Civil War movie, which I'm really glad that he did that. But going back to the comics now, Iron Man was the only person that didn't really reconsider his actions. He just thought, right, it's the right thing to do, it's the law, I'm going to follow it. But Cap thought otherwise. He thought that it was the right thing to do, not to hunt down people, to give people their free will, to fight for that will. Because with the Registration Act, everyone had to work for S.H.I.E.L.D. and the government. Cap wanted everyone to have their own freedom and justice. Iron Man disagreed with that. He wanted everyone to be equal, to work for S.H.I.E.L.D., to work under wraps. But because Cap has this morality, it makes everyone who's inspired by him nearly to follow him. So there is actually a secret meet-up that Iron Man and Captain America had during the Civil War comics, where they're trying to persuade each other to join their own side. But in that comic book, it shows the side that Iron Man's trying to kind of say this Registration Act is going to pass. It's not going to be long until it's over. But Cap disagrees. He kind of talks about the fact that the wrong thing to do, that the reason that Gwen Stacy died is because a maniac knew Spider-Man's identity. Now everyone knows Spider-Man's identity, all of his villains. That just means that his Aunt May and Mary Jane are in twice as much danger, well, even more than twice as much danger as they were before. Because now everyone knows. All of his past villains, all the people who ever hated him in the past, everyone now knows. Like, Spider-Man even ended up getting shot at one stage in the comics by a Captain America believer in the streets while Mary Jane was present. And it was, like, amazing. Like, that comic was amazing. All of the Civil War comics and the movie was amazing. There was a massive divide and massive argument on each side. But honestly, Captain America is overall a better person than Team Iron Man combined. I mean, the only two people that were good that really reconsidered the Registration Act were Iron Man and Spider Man. Well, Iron Man didn't reconsider it. He just thought that it was going to pass over time, which it eventually did. But it then caused a civil war since Iron Man was on the opposite team to Cap. But Spider-Man did the right thing. He was the greatest person, morality-wise, on Team Iron Man. So there was a lot of things that make Captain America better than Team Iron Man combined, because most of the others just didn't even consider about choosing their sides. Most of the people on Team Cap though did consider Team Iron Man because they didn't want to get hurt. They didn't want to end up losing the battle. They didn't want the family to get in harm's way. They didn't want anything like that. They just wanted to be on the side of the law and be safe. For everyone they know to be safe. Which I don't blame them, honestly. But that's what ended up triggering the war in the end, because more people went onto Team Iron Man and less people were in Team Cap. So that's basically the only reason why Cap is a better person than Iron Man. Like, in the rest of Team Iron Man combined, sorry. He's much more of a better person, especially in the comics. I mean, in the film, he really did it just to help his friend Bucky Barnes, who was on the wrong side of the law. He was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Everyone thought he was a wanted man, a mercenary, but he wasn't. He was an innocent person who'd been brainwashed to do things over the past, and Cap was still a good person there and tried to help him as much as he could, even if it meant going up against his more new friends, but helping one of his really old friends, who was a closer friend with. So, yeah. Basically, I hope you have enjoyed this style of video. If you have, don't forget to like the video and subscribe and share the video with your family, friends, and favorite it as well. That would really help me out a ton, so I know that you guys enjoy this. So these are going to be quite short videos unless I do like more in-depth ones later on down the line. If you guys do enjoy it, don't forget to like the video and comment to say that you enjoyed it as well, like I said before. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed. I'm going to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.
Sorry, Tommy. You know I wouldn't do this if I had any other choice. But he's my friend. So was I.